And he's in Ladies and Germs.
Yep. I'm in.
I really should have some kind of Hallelujah one.
Yeah.
Mental gen.
Is Ark back?
No, still muted. So we don't even know if they're back and they're trying to speak. So.
If she's not back in 2 minutes, we're starting.
Okay.
Actually, while we wait for her to get back, can you actually do the recap? Since one of us wasn't... Well, actually, no, two of us weren't here.
Yep, 2 of you weren't here. Just let me hit record. So
Oh, there she is.
Welcome back.
Hey, sorry, was grabbing food as well.
Okay, now get on with it!
do not tell me what to do. Alright. So last time, while you all had a fun day at the circus, a couple of the circus performers, the knife thrower troupe, threw a knife at an audience member, took a couple of people hostage, including someone from this group, and bandits appear from the crowd to take advantage of the situation. All of you were able to fight and finish off most of the bandits, leaving one for questioning as the guards and the Inquisitor came in to assess the crime scene. To help them out, you all agreed to... Is it technically house arrest if you've been detained in an inn? Isn't it inn arrest?
I mean, hey, that's a fun way to do this recap.
You know what?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes. Continue.
Also, I still find it hilarious that both halflings and one of the gnomes were the ones to successfully interrogate the surviving bandit.
Yes.
And the giant robot lizard.
Yes.
Eh?
Anyway.
But that night, you all
got something in
gathered
your
at
crawl?
you all gathered at the Midnight Inn that's now surrounded by guards, trying to take in the situation. Seeing that there was nothing much else you can do, you all took a rest at the Midnight Inn. And now, dawn breaks. You can feel the sun crack through the windows as it reaches your eyes. As a new day begins in this very tense situation.
Sleeping Donovan noises. Sleeping Donovan noises.
At least the inn is comfortable. And also, my character overheard a conversation from our suspect, if I remember correctly.
You know that out of character. Are you gonna explain that in character? That's the question.
Reminding myself, but yeah, I'm still thinking on that.
So the question is, who's waking up first?
If all else fails, roll a d20. I do remember you also thought it was pretty funny how nobody took advantage of the free best bedrooms in the inn. Except for one character.
Come and go. Actually, you know what? I know exactly who's going to be waking up. So, Amelia! Thanks to Donovan's loud snoring and lack of sleep now for the second night in a row.
Oh dear.
Wakes up and throws her pillow at Donovan. Night number 2.
They're siblings. Wouldn't she be used to him snoring?
You would think so.
Fair point.
I don't know, how rich are they?
Good point.
I mean, they're doing this in medieval times, and if they're rich enough, they might be so insanely wealthy that they might have Legas separate bedrooms.
But yeah,
What, you didn't? What, you mean you didn't all sleep in the same outhouse pit?
Continuing on. Donovan just,
but
with the pillow still on his face, he just like, wait.
as much as I would love to give that to you, dear brother, takes the pillow and just smacks it in his face. 2 nights in a row of lack of sleep.
Note to self, buy you something to knock you out or knock you out myself.
You want to try that again?
Fine it is. And he just gets up off the bed.
Anyway, breakfast. 5. And she walks out of the room.
And Donovan is not that far behind her.
Cyrus is now up and exiting the room too, and she
Oops, sorry.
she calls over to the gnomes. Hey, did any of you hear? I could have sworn I heard a bear gurgling rock. Did you hear that noise? Get me up, first of the
Amelia.
night.
Amelia slowly turns her head towards Donovan.
Donovan says nothing, but it's like, I don't know what you're talking about sort of look.
She
Good morning.
just shrugs.
Good morning, sister.
You gotta know.
And good morning, good morning, Selena.
Morning, and she just glances over at Donnie, and it's like, you gotta know, learn how to be a better liar.
I have no idea what you're talking about. And he just like hands underneath his arms, looking away like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Please, I'm in show business. We have a knack for being a little dishonest every now and again.
Oh. He snores, doesn't he? That would explain it.
A lot. But before we start crowding the hallway, I highly suggest we either A, wake up the others, or B, get something to eat.
I vote for
I don't
both.
mind waking up the others.
I'll meet you all downstairs.
Morning. What's going on down here? What's going on here?
Oh, you didn't hear the ruckus from his snoring? That's surprising.
I mean,
I swear there's a dying
heard
animal on the
something, I just-
premises.
Oh, I mean, I heard it. I just didn't think it was that much cause for concern. Soaring's normal.
Just after being jolted by Alakar's present just coming up behind her, just sweet mother of Bokov. That's one person awake. Lovely. And she is
You okay?
slightly embarrassed after the hearing of, I swear there's a dying animal on the premises. My brother, lords and ladies above, my brother is a snorer.
I think there's an herb to treat that, but I couldn't tell you what it is.
I don't care. I'm gonna make this out of character reference. There is actually something that does make me IRL sore, but I do know the thing to fix it, and it's actually really simple. So I'm giving that to Donovan.
But in any case, back to the campaign. Yeah, Alakar, you were saying.
Yeah, Alucard thinks to himself, note to self, don't snore.
But
Does-
Amelia noticing the crowd. Crowding! Crowding,
Yep.
narrow space, even though I am small enough to get through it. Crowding, narrow space, no likey.
Yeah,
Downstairs.
fair.
So.
Hmm.
Yep, zoom it out so I can get down there.
Hey, Shay, does your character look the same as last night, or
He's got the mask on.
okay? But his voice is the same.
Why wouldn't it be?
Meh, just checking. Eh. Rogues like to disguise themselves. I was just checking. Hey,
Yeah, Amelia's in the void until I can
Well,
get stuff situated.
well-
Yay.
Being said, he is feeling shy right. He is feeling a little shy right now. He
Where's
would
the
be
there's the
better. His other face is better at socializing, but if he puts it on, it's probably going to make things tricky with the guards. So
Understandable.
he's wearing his real face right now. Well, as much as possible, anyway.
Besides, how much drinking did I go through last night?
Well, you tried to. You tried to challenge one of the horses in the stall to a boxing match
Did I
with
win?
with a lampshade on your head.
Ha, ha, ha. Seriously though, did I win?
Nope. You passed out before the horse could even kick you. Luckily for you.
But that just means the horse won.
Yep.
In the meanwhile, you see what looks to be the barkeep talking to the guards, and she walks back to her station with a big ugh on her face. Sorry, lad, but today's breakfast is going to be a lot more simpler than what we usually create here.
Could I help?
If you can find more ingredients, that would be a blessing.
Guards won't let you go
Sure. Where do
shopping?
you keep your stock?
Now, while they have this place under arrest, you know, thieves can get in, or someone can poison the food that's coming in, and ugh.
Ah, dear. Well,
Alright, where do you keep... Alright, where do you keep your stock?
In the kitchen in the back.
Alright. I follow her to... Well, my mouth has been a bit for a while. But yeah, I follow her to the thing. And just zoom out.
Double check my sheet
can
to
I-
see if I'm professional with cooking.
I think
Alright,
I am too.
I am
Just-
not. I am not proficient with cooking.
I mean, technically neither am I, but I'm sure I could
I am.
make use of other skills. Technically, I'm not, but I'm sure I can make use of other skills to at least help out. Like right now, perception to find ingredients. Speaking of which, I ask her, "All right, so what am I looking for?"
The usual flour, eggs, milk, ham.
Cyrus follows them
Well,
into
if
the
you're
back
looking for,
to see
well,
if he
if
can
you're
help.
looking for ham, I think my player's got plenty of that.
You know what? Bump the note system. Bump the note system. There's no way I'm gonna be taking notes tonight.
Oh my god.
So Cyrus comes in to see if she can help. I've got some skill with cooking.
If you want to cook, she leads you to the kitchen. Meet Al and Ben. There are resident chefs here.
Well, I figured at least give you a hand, considering we're being an inconvenience right now.
You sure you can cook? As they look at you, and your head is basically the cutting table in the middle is basically a little bigger than yours in your head.
This gives them her most indignant look. Yes, I can cook. You want my help or not?
Make a persuasion check.
Not great at those. Let's see. She's upset they're insulting her cooking skills.
I don't think it's the cooking skills that they have an issue with.
I think it's the height.
Well, she thinks they're insulting her cooking skills. She doesn't care about the height. Well, that's an 11. That was... I don't know how well that did. And several chats in the sidebar.
A couple of chats. Well, you managed to convince one of them to at least give you a chance at cooking. The other person, Ben, is not quite sure. He'll let you help more with like helping like cracking eggs and mixing stuff. He's not letting you near the oven.
You know what, Bear?
Fine. Like, just because I'm short doesn't mean I can't help.
Sorry, we're just mostly used to being a two-person team back here.
No, that's perfectly understandable. Just... You're stuck with us for a while, so I figured might as well make myself useful, you know? Speaking of that, do I... let's see...
Oh, whoops. Ignore that. I was filling in my other proficiencies.
You're fine. You're fine.
Oh, I never actually filled in an attribute for my proficiency in cook's utensils. It just says query.
That's mainly the core thing. It just depends on what exactly you're trying to do. If you're just trying to cook itself, then you would use your wisdom modifier.
Thank you. That's what I was... didn't know how to word that properly. What the... is that... That's a 21.
You have been blessed by Null's rolls.
Basically, like, if you guys know Shadow Wilds, how Pan held down with the kitchen, you see this little half-girl running pretty much 2 times their speed and like zigzagging all over the place and doing a really good job cooking.
Also, DM,
Yes.
shall I roll a perception check to see how many ingredients I find for her?
Yep.
Okay, rolling now.
Okay, next time now.
Oh, right.
Next time, no advantage.
Yep, I forgot to turn that off, sorry.
Yeah, we'll
Fortunately,
still,
the high
we'll still
roll
take the
was-
9. You definitely find a lot of the basic ingredients that she needs, including some spices to help out, some cheese that would make really good omelets, some fresh herbs, and some vegetables. You find a lot of some of the basic stuff. Nothing too extravagant or fancy.
Alright.
So while they're doing that, what is the rest of the party up to? If you want to switch to anybody else, I mean.
I mean, I would say anybody up for a game of chess?
Honestly, I've never played before. I'd like to give it a shot. Definitely. Hopefully, it's not as doesn't rack my brain as much as poker or anything like that.
Well, if I can teach my brother, I can definitely teach somebody else. And Amelia will just... Hey, wait, please say I actually gave myself a chess set. I forgot to give myself a chess set. Lovely. Does Lynn have a chess set that she can use?
Nope.
Oof.
Nuts.
You see the barmaid and one of her helpers giving everyone coffees and drinks and teas if needed.
I will gladly take a coffee.
I'm here.
Donnie takes the chamomile tea.
That makes you go to sleep!
Oh, he knows. He's just too wide awake to let it really affect him.
In the meantime, there's been something that's been on my mind since yesterday. I was wondering if you could, maybe you probably know what it is. Well, I can't really figure it out myself, but maybe you could help me out with it.
Depending on the topic itself, maybe.
Well, in regards to that noble we were helping out, when I healed her, she gave me this weird piece of body language that implied that I should be focusing more on her bodyguard. I was like, why? I can't understand why she would want me to do that when she's the one that needs to be protected. Why protect the person that's protecting her?
That's not a question that I can answer. That's... Donnie, you're up.
Yeah.
Because this is a question that a lot of people actually ask the both of us. Why would the protectee want somebody to help their protector over themselves?
Either a switcheroo situation or siblingship. That's all I can really think of off the top of my head, sis. Sorry.
Well, that's for us. What if it's a different noble, i.e. the noble that we rescued yesterday?
Same thing, really. That's all I can really think of right now. Sorry.
That's the answer that we can give you. Well, he can give you. Since he is pretty much my protector, knowing that he believes that I can't fight.
Okay, I know you can fight.
I'm older than you.
Yes, you're older than me, and yes, I know you can fight. But it's a case of the way you fight is more a case of you're a ranged fighter. Wait, am I muted?
Well,
I'm not. Okay.
No, you're fine. I heard that. She just gives a rolled eye look of, yeah.
Well, considering both options, I sincerely doubt the two of them could be related, but so it has to be the switcheroo.
God, I wish I was part of that conversation right now.
Oh yeah, because you would know.
No, I wouldn't know. I've just got my own guess that I really want to say, but I'm in the kitchen. I'm not there.
Yeah, out of character. I have my theory, but I can't say it because I failed that intelligence roll.
Oh no!
Oh.
Oh.
I think mine's more of a wisdom check because mine's more of just a really simple, obvious answer that I'm surprised no one has thought of yet. But it would fit in character for Alucard to suggest this. Again, I wish I was there right now. DM, is there any way for me to randomly overhear what they're talking about?
Perception check, disadvantage.
Perception check, disadvantage. Alright, let's see what we got.
You hear bits and pieces of the conversation as you delivered ingredients to the kitchen with Saris.
Do I hear it enough to get the general gist of what they're talking about?
Yeah, you do.
Alright. Give me a second.
I am just going to move you, however, because at this point with carrying ingredients and all that, you would be more over here.
Over where?
Right here.
Oh, I already moved myself to there.
Oh, yay.
Alright, so, he, kind of, like, because the door, let's say the door was open, so he kind of just calls out through the doorway, how do you know they're not just friends?
It's a possibility, too. Donnie, I'm surprised you didn't think about that option, because you know I don't have that many friends, but I know you have plenty of friends. You did because munchies.
Oh, I just thought of a burn.
No, what?
Yeah, but this friend isn't imaginary. That's why he can't relate.
That's...
And Sarah starts giggling. Over
I didn't say that. I didn't actually say that. I said I thought of that. Notice I
I
didn't use the
thought
same
you
voice.
said that in character. Okay.
No, I did not. You notice I didn't use that same voice. Besides, that wouldn't have been a character thing to say.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't have that many friends. There's more
Oh.
than anything. Don't hurt.
Anyway.
But
yeah,
as the gentleman said, it's a possibility that the duo could be friends.
Yeah, true.
We might have to ask them when they come down from their rooms.
We saw
Okay, let me get this straight. Give me a second.
Goliath. Go ahead.
Quick. None of us thought to wake them up and come down when they were almost killed yesterday. And I would just give these two that he's with a deadpan look of, do I really need to say much else?
Ogman, a level 20 god killers with us right now? Ogman's here, daddy.
You know what? Al can probably
Sorry,
go.
Donnie, man, I'm sorry.
Al can
It's gonna
probably
take me
go
a
wake them
while.
up. I'm
Yeah.
guessing he's done all he can in terms of getting ingredients.
Yeah,
pretty much.
he's pretty much done.
Alright, he can go wake him up.
Thank you, sir. And we
Thank you.
apologize for
You're
any
welcome.
inconveniences.
None whatsoever. I like meeting new people, that's why I came here. Says the weirdly friendly rogue in the death mask.
You basically just read what I was about to say next, because she has this confused look and just whispers, "How could someone that friendly? How could someone that deadly sound so friendly? Explain."
Donovan just gives her the silent look of backstory.
Let's hear you explain.
I think with that, we're gonna actually cut upstairs. Alucard, as you go upstairs to meet them, you see what looks to be the helper barmaid run past you in a bit of a panic.
He steps aside and then looks concerned at her for a moment, locks on the door. But before that, DM, how much damage do I roll?
Damage?
For what?
You said cut. Well, you said cut upstairs. How much damage am I rolling?
Oh!
Gosh dang it.
Not like that.
You roll a d4 for messing with the DM.
Oh,
No.
let me see. Oh wait, no. I've got immunity. I've got bullshit immunity on my character sheet once per session.
Moving on! Because again, time limit.
Yes, he looks concerned at the retreating bar for a second, but then figures he'll probably figure out what that's all about in a second and knocks on the door.
Who is it?
Name's Al. Would you be interested in coming down for breakfast? We're making it for everyone.
Not right now. My lady is very tired right now.
Understood. He goes downstairs back to the others. Could you move my token, please? Just so it's... Actually, no, I can do it. Okay, actually, maybe I will need you to do it because, again, mouse being...
Yep, working on
Nope,
it.
nope, I got it. Okay, I guess you got it then.
You both got it.
Yep. Because before you come downstairs to, we're gonna cut to the barmaid coming downstairs in a bit of a panic, going, any clerics in the house?
I'm just imagining them all pointing towards the kitchen door.
Or one right here. Just okay. Amelia's gonna point to one finger towards the kitchen door and one finger down south.
Right, because we've got 2 clerics in the house. I just couldn't remember. I just couldn't find where you were seated. There you are.
Yes.
It's the lady upstairs. She's not doing so good.
Alright.
Do I hear this?
She is yelling at the top of her lungs.
I'm assuming yes. So Cyrus comes running out of the kitchen. What happened? Who's dying?
Halligan pulls on his backpack.
Maybe
Hi.
the lady, and by that point, that's when you would see Alucard coming back downstairs.
Wait. One frantic reaction, one calm reaction. Something's not adding up. Okay. And
Yes,
Donnie just going straight into the chaos.
Yep.
What made the barmaid come down in such a rush? Also,
fair.
the lady says she's not hungry.
The lady might be dying, but she gently tries to push you out of the way to
Oh, he's
need her
already
upstairs.
moved out the way the second. he's already moved up the way the second that he saw her coming over, and is now going to be following her upstairs because now he's looking rather concerned.
Yep.
Really.
And
Cat,
next.
I'm gonna question.
There we go.
Cat, I'm raging before coming to a barreling through the door.
Wait, what?
Hold on, hold on.
Okay.
Oh
Oh,
no.
you get up before us.
Zoom.
Power of zoomies.
The power
Yeah,
of zoomies.
He had caffeine, didn't he?
Wait,
A
who,
cat
who,
made
Oh,
a
my
kill
tea,
man.
actually.
Thank you, Stitch.
who got up there before you?
Donnie's
barbarian.
up there before everyone. He's raging and he's going through the door. Make an attack roll.
And Selena will follow behind because she's a bit concerned as well.
Okay, so you're attacking the door with the great axe? Cactus?
Can't he even manage that with the Goliath standing right there?
That's one of the things I.
He said he's kicking down the. He said he's kicking down the door that includes any obstruction. The Goliath is now a door.
Hold on.
Oh boy.
It's in the red.
Yeah, my thing was in the red for a moment.
Okay, what was the last
Oh, yeah.
thing you heard?
Donovan making the attack roll with the great axe.
Let me put it this way. No, I'm not trying to kill the guy with the great axe. I'm just trying to kick down the door. So I just quickly made
Then
an
make
unarmed
it an
strike. so-
unarmed attack.
Okay. So,
So punch. Well, actually, no, it's not a punch. It's a kick. Ow!
Oh, my wrist! Oh, my other wrist!
Yeah, you managed to make a really loud knock on the door that it that your hand actually made a dent in the door.
kicking down door, just knock. You trying to give the poor lady a heart attack?
And with that,
That would be Sarah's
make a
yelling at him, by the
dexterity
way.
save, Donovan.
A what?
Dexterity save.
Let me make sure I'm not on advantage. I am not.
Ooh, not enough, unfortunately, as the door is swung open and the giant Goliath grabs you by the head and lifts you up.
Whoa, hey.
And that's why you
Cleric
don't
was
go
needed.
kicking down doors.
What were you thinking?
Nothing,
Cleric
apparently. That's my
needed, not
brother.
danger.
Apparently nothing. That's my brother. Can you please put him down so the cleric can go through?
As I
barmaid
told you, the
ran
lady
downstairs.
is trying to sleep.
The
You say she's trying to sleep.
barmaid.
You say she's trying to sleep. Barmaid thought she was dying. She asked for both the clerics.
Barmaid came screaming down in a panic.
Well, she was in a bit of a rush. She ran off without us explaining anything. The lady is fine. Dang it.
All I heard was needed a cleric. That's literally all I heard. So,
And then
DM,
Yeah.
did you say the
the
rest
glove.
and I just missed it, or?
She's right again, but give it a sec. But
Yep.
yes, she did say that the lady did say that she needed both clerics for this lady in particular.
yeah.
She just read it out without hearing the entire explanation. just like we're in for this situation. So all of us look like a bunch of donkeys.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And meanwhile, you hear a voice coming from the room. Hazar! That's enough. Let them in. But she needs help. Fine. The Goliath moves over so all of you can get through. And
Right.
Before I go, Ian, excuse me, Donovan, yes?
Yes!
I'm sorry for this. Hold on.
What are you gonna do?
Smack
Does that hit my armor class? No, it doesn't.
You actually had a sound effect for that?
And I would say by this time, before your skin turns as blue as the Goliath right now, he actually lets you go.
Does the
It
frying
misses
pan
on the
actually hit?
No.
No, it misses.
Oh.
I kind of want to say do it an advantage because there's no way he could defend himself.
Agreed.
Wouldn't that just be an automatic hit then?
Oh yes.
Oh, that's actually
Oh,
a
it
good point.
did actually not.
I gotta make the con save now.
Right, I'll mark it.
Disturbed.
Oh my god.
So Alucard just says to Donnie, so why did you go full combat mode?
Never trust anyone.
Huh. I didn't know you were part rabbit.
Just gives. Give me a second to find the name. Sorry, I'm trying to at least read the name. Sorry, 'cause I don't want to get it wrong. Alucard he just gives Alucard a deadpan look and is like, you know what? Never mind. I'm not even gonna fight it at this point in time.
Well, with how you jump to conclusions.
But anyway, both the clerics are inside the room to try and tend to the noble,
Right, so
while I tend to my brother and himself jumping to conclusions and becoming a blazing idiot.
yeah, so
He doesn't have the highest intelligence, so he's kind of stupid.
understandable.
Anyway, Alucard's just going to be standing up beside the doorway so he doesn't crowd the room.
Yeah.
And as you both look at the noble lady, you see dredges of sweat covering her face, her chest, some of her sheets. Her
When
breathing pretty heavily as if she is struggling.
Oh my.
Right. When did this happen, and what other symptoms has she been having?
We don't know. We found her like this morning. She was fine going to sleep, but
Could be a side effect of the poison. We'll see what we can do.
Halligan removes one of his gloves and presses it to her forehead.
it's high.
Yeah.
Ugh, severe fever.
That's not good.
But your cleric's right. You can heal her, right?
Aye. Can do that. One of you go fetch a big tankard of water, please.
I'll go do it. Also, while he's going to do that, DM, I've got a question for you.
Yes?
Bit of a shot in the dark, but while I grab the water, could I also use my survival skill to identify a couple of herbs in the kitchen that would also have some good healing properties?
That would probably be nature.
Yes, that would be more nature.
Alright. What is the I was thinking survival because it's used for like surviving outdoors, as I understood it.
Survival is more finding these plants in the wild. Nature is more identifying.
Oops.
Oh,
forgot to take
That makes
off
sense.
advantage.
Anyway, mind if I just say that I've gone to grab the water without having to move my token there and back?
Yeah, the barkeep shows you where the well is.
Yep. So yeah, I'll go grab the water. Be back
Yeah.
as quickly as possible.
do we get advantage on our medicine checks or normal?
No.
I forgot to take off advantage.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
From
but
bonking me.
I'll still take the first number.
Oh, and I also take the damage.
Also, Cactus Market.
Yep. So Saris, you definitely know this is beyond a simple fever. That it looks like this woman is struggling to hold on to life. Hagen, you know exactly what's happening. That poison that entered her system with the knife has not gone away. She's still poisoned.
We need a paladin for this.
Looks like there was more than just that one poison.
Well, wait. You can cure poisons, can't you? I don't have that ability.
Aye. Let's hope it needs just the one application.
Right, let's hope so.
He puts his hand upon the stomach and casts protection from poison.
Out of character, that wouldn't heal the poison. That would just protect you from it, right?
It neutralizes one poison.
Ah, okay.
One poison per cast.
That you know of.
It says it neutralizes one poison that you know of, or neutralizes one at random. If there's more than
Do
one.
me a favor, Hagen. Roll a d20.
Okay.
What? There's 20 different poisons?
I should hope not.
19.
God.
I mean, there's more poison than cigarette.
Yeah. But as you cast the spell, you felt like a twinge that there's like 6 different poisons and surrounding her systems right now.
Oh dear.
Does
oh
he
dear, oh dear.
Does he what's wrong? Something wrong with your spell?
Whoever put out the hit really wanted her dead.
What did you find?
There was at least 7 different types on that blade.
We may need a paladin after all. How many times can you cast that spell?
About 2.
Of course, right. I'll go see if I can find some herbs in the kitchen to counter this. Stay with her.
I'll say she passes Al coming back with the water,
Yep.
Yeah.
and he passes the water over to, and he hands the water over to Hagen.
Well,
How's he
as
doing?
she...
Yes.
I was gonna ask, did you find anything useful when you went to get the water? She's asking Alucard.
I don't. Unfortunately, I don't know what useful would be.
Right, I'll try and look. That Lorman's been poisoned badly. There's multiple types.
Could you?
Whoever coated that blade wasn't fooling around.
Donnie just tries to
He
poke
nods.
his head into the room to get the Goliath's attention. Like, is there any possibility you could let the guards outside know that this is going on to, heal?
Wait,
The,
actually, that brings up a... Hang on.
the less
I've got
the less notice that she's here, the better.
I've got one more question for Alucard before Saris heads
Yes.
out for the herbs.
Also, a DM question.
Yes?
You go
Does
first.
Alakar hear what the Goliath and Donnie are saying? I don't
You're
the
that
Goliath
close.
and-
Yes,
Yes,
you hear.
okay. So before Sarah says that, the guards already know she's here.
But still, the fact that someone could walk out to the street to talk to the guard about her being here.
Yes.
There's eyes outside this place. Eyes and ears.
Just then don't mention the nobles, Elaine. Just say one of my friends is feeling rather ill and could use some medicine. I'm pretty sure even if the guard doesn't quite get what's going on, they'd know it's one of us, and considering we are under house arrest, they probably wouldn't want us dying on them.
He's got a point.
At this point, is discretion really what you need right now when your lady here is dying in pain?
You see the hooded woman rise going, the right has a... You need to do everything in our power to save her. Even if it means being compromised right now. You sure?
We'll swear to secrecy after all this. But right now, her health should be your number one priority. I can only do so much.
Do it. Right. I'll go. And you see the Goliath push past all of you to make his way downstairs.
And as for my question for Alakar, she... First of all, she asks him in Thieves' Cant if he speaks Thieves' Cant.
He replies in Thieves' Cant, sorry, no, never learnt it.
She gives him a knowing smirk. Right. Do you have any experience with poisons?
I don't believe so out of character, but DM, do I?
She's still talking to him in Thieves' Cant.
Yeah, but DM, do I? I don't think that's on my character sheet, but maybe I missed something.
Rogues usually have...
You would have, like, the basic knowledge of poison. Like, someone's with poison, they die. Unless given an antidote or, throw a medicine check for me. Or...
Okay. Sure, that's not really a skill I have, but no roll...
Oh, mark it.
Again,
And I've
I'll
got
take
to
the first.
take
I'll
off...
take the first number.
Yep, I keep forgetting to take those off.
You would know them there's a spell higher that some clerics and paladins can do to get rid of poison. But it's on the tip of your tongue. You can't remember what spell it is.
So here's what he says. Basically, I know that it kills you if you don't cure it, and that clerics can cure it. Why? What's going on?
Well, you heard me say how badly she's been poisoned. I was hoping you might have some training in that, being a fellow rogue. I have only the bare basic of training, thanks to my cousin. Do you have any antidotes on you?
No, I don't. I do have one idea, though.
Yes?
Well, I know sometimes some people are able to fight off the poison by themselves. So, if you can't cure the poison itself, why not strengthen her physical toughness? Make it easier for her to fight off the poison herself, or at the very least, stay alive long enough for someone who can cure the pure poison to come along.
That's a fair point. I don't know if any of my spells will be helpful with that, but I can try.
Putting that in game terms, basically, if you have any way to buff her constitution, then she should be able to better make the con saves.
AKA enhance
well-
ability.
Which I have.
I've got bless. I've got bless, but I don't know if that'll do much. And,
Actually, I have a
healing,
I-
healing spells.
Yes,
Guys,
Yeah.
Storm was trying to speak, so.
Sorry.
Yeah, Selena has enhanced ability. Now that you mention it.
And she's close enough that she would be able to hear what they were saying.
Yeah.
Well, you were speaking in Thieves' Cant only. You did state that.
Yep. Yep.
Oh,
So
right.
I was saying,
Sorry,
basically
I'll-
saying.
I will say, I will say, maybe ask one of the others. Actually, he would just say to himself, "Excuse me, any of you have a way to bolster someone's toughness?"
Selena raises her hand. Yes, I have a spell that could be helpful, I suppose. Don't know how helpful it'd be in this particular case. Just a moment, let me
Well-
just double check the spell description for that part.
I'm still waiting on that water.
Oh, sorry. He comes in, just hands it over. Sorry about that.
I've also got guidance, but I don't think that'll help in this case.
That's
Thank
all I
you.
have too.
Yep, just the bear's endurance gives advantage to constitution checks, and they would also gain 2d6 temporary HP.
Nice.
So yes, so why not use that? Even if you can't get rid of the poison directly, it'll
Yep.
make it easier for her to survive it.
All right, so hold on a second. Let me get that in just a second.
Yep.
Right, he does that, Sir Cleric.
Oh, you're asking Jovial's character something? Sorry.
Yes, I asked him, "Are you okay? Is it all right if she does that, Sir Cleric?"
Well, as much as we need as much as we can.
Right, and while that's going on, I'm gonna go ahead and roll that nature check to see if I could find any healing herbs in the kitchen.
Okay.
Well, first things first, you
Uh.
kind of head to the kitchen.
Why don't you say she's there, so we don't have to
I'm just saying she's there, just so I don't have to keep moving back and forth between the maps. So just,
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
that's literally what I said. This is why I prefer Theater of the Mind. You don't have to worry about the BS with the tokens.
But in the
Well-
meantime, since the noble's not in any mood to speak, Selena is going to address the woman in the robe. We were discussing on something a little earlier. It seems your lady there was when I healed her yesterday. She seemed to give me some sort of cue that I should focus on protecting you. Why is that? Is it possible? It's
What? What?
it's
Why would she do that?
So we were-
Are you two friends?
In a sense. Yes.
What do you mean in a sense? You either are or you aren't.
I
is it
would like
possible?
Complicated.
I would like to make an insight check.
Same here.
I do with Amelia listening still from the door frame, same.
I'm not in the
Yep.
room right now. I'm
Yep, so-
downstairs scanning the kitchen.
Yep.
I shall
And
also insight to make check.
okay. Yep. You guys make your insight check. So.
Aye.
Yep.
You're able. Well, most of the plants in the kitchen are mostly used for food. You do find what looks to be some like cream if you've been hit with poison ivy.
Well, That's not gonna do much, but there are some cooking herbs that can double as healing herbs. Do I find any of those?
Roll investigation next.
All right. As a DM, I still have that list of common healing herbs if you ever want those. Some of them are useful for poison. It was the one I used back in Dragon's campaign. Right, let's see. Investigation, you said?
Yep.
Alright. Ow!
Nope.
I'm on it.
Ah, fudge. Dang nabbit.
All right. If for the inside people.
Wait, you're a
You're a
halfling.
Yes. Oh, right.
What?
Right.
Lucky.
I forgot I had that one. Thank you for reminding me. Let's see. I can re-roll the dice. All right.
Yep.
Let's see. Yes, much better.
There we go.
There we
Much
go.
better.
Okay. So you're able to find some herbs to help cool down her fever a bit, as well as
If they had, let's see. I know juniper berry is a popular cooking herb that doubles as being helpful with poisons.
you're able to find a small stash of berries next to a mortar, and with that medicine check earlier, you can kind of grind them into a paste to put it on her chest to help her breathe a little more. But anyway, for the inside people, for the 11s, you two look at these two, and you know there's a connection there. That suggests that maybe there are either friends by profession or maybe something a little bit more, but you know that these two are good. For the 15th, Alakar, you can see a bit of a stronger connection with them that kind of suggests that they've been friends for a very, very, very long time, but it feels like it's more of a professional friendship, like someone's been tasked to watch over someone throughout their whole life. As
Either
for
way-
Milia,
Sorry.
you look at these 2 you kind of get that sense too, but you also get the sense that they're hiding something. Like, they don't want to say too much about how deep their relationship is to each other. Well, to you, I mean.
Oh.
Sorry, I just out of character. I just thought of something. Sorry. Anyway, how bad's the snoring? Oh, so bloody bad. Yep, they're banging.
No. No. But with the major detail that they are hiding, closed mouths don't get fed. I ain't spilling. What? Well, I know, and I can try to read between the lines. So I ain't spilling their dirty laundry. If they want to share, they want to share. If they don't, I understand.
Fair enough.
And in the meantime, the Goliath comes back going, ugh, talking to those guards was waste of time. They say they can't go and get a paladin or healer or something without the annual changing of the guards, which would be in the next hour or so.
May I speak to these guards?
You might
I
try.
think I might be able to persuade them.
If you can speak idiot, be our guest.
Be our guest.
I
Be our
will.
guest.
You beat me to it.
Well,
Aye.
I mean, I have been around myself enough times.
Oh god damn it! I was muted for my joke. Because when you said, "Oh, you speak idiot," I was like, "Hey, I take offense to that."
I didn't
So
mean.
do
So
I.
the guards right here, DM?
Yep, the guards are downstairs.
Alright, I'll wait till you cut to me.
Yep.
Oh no, go ahead and cut to him because I want to see somebody talk idiot to guards. I want to see this.
Alright then.
Same.
So, the minute you step outside, the guards look at you and block your way. Sir, you're not allowed to leave the premises.
Of course not. Gentlemen, I understand there's a problem with transfer, yes?
I've been muted this whole time.
Yes, you have.
Yes. It's not a problem, sir. We're just waiting for the next transfer.
I see. And in the meantime, you're not able to get a healer or a cleric?
That is correct.
Indeed. And you have no emergency protocols?
Technically we do, but our
And
orders are clear.
second question, sir. What are your orders?
To make sure no one leaves this building until the Inquisitor arrives.
For what purpose?
To ask
I would
you a
imagine
lot
it
of
to be
questions.
so I would imagine if one of us dies while on the premises, that would violate the keep us here until the Inquisitor comes. Whether our body leaves or our soul leaves, it's rather the same. The Inquisitor doesn't get to ask us questions. And if the Inquisitor comes and figures out that one of us died on the premises, you were informed that they were poisoned and you did nothing, I don't think that would bode well for your job security.
Well, yes. but-
So, do you have emergency protocols?
Normally we do, but we're a bit short-staffed at the moment.
Short-staffed. So short-staffed that merely one of you can't run and send a messenger.
Look, if any of us leave our post, the Inquisitor would drive her heel into our necks.
And if any one of us here dies, the Inquisitor will have all your necks. So, I believe it is a damned if you do, damned if you don't, but again, I believe that is the purpose of emergency protocols. For situations such as this, which require immediate attention beyond what the typical orders would say.
Steve! Go to the hospital and get a cleric and bring her back here. But my post, sir! Go! Mind?
Thank you very much, sir. With initiative like that, why, you might be all due for a promotion someday, and someday soon. I will return to the room. I will report anything new that arrives. and thank you again.
As you leave, the guards kind of whisper to each other, I really like this guy. Yeah, just don't get your hopes up.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
They're fetching. He goes back up the stairs. They're fetching a cleric.